everybody, it's Care. I'm in the garden today and I'm going to show you how to do seed saving. That way you never have to spend money on seeds again. Hang on, get ready. Here we go. In the garden today, and I'm going to show you how to do seed saving my way. Look at that fantastic sunflower. Isn't that amazing? This sunflower has approximately 7 faces to it. Look at that. Is that cool or what? There was a big bumblebee on this face yesterday. I couldn't believe it. And they're so rare and they're so hard to come by. But anyway, all right, back to the seeds. Also, if you listen closely, you can hear the owl in the background. They're barred owls and they hoot all day long. All right, here is my cilantro. As you can see, there's seed buds all over this. It's finished flowering, and when it finishes flowering, it means that the seeds are ready to harvest. So I'm going to collect probably 200 to 300 seeds right off of this particular plant. Right here. All right. I'm going to get my scissors out. And I'm going to clip them off. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors right here. My trusty, rusty garden scissors. And I'm going to clip it right here at the base. And I'm going to take this whole stalk up into my screen room where I like to sit down and do my seed picking and saving. And then I'm going to show you what I do to save money on seeds. Okay, here's the setup we got going on. We've got our cilantro stems, and it's loaded with those seeds. See them? There they are. They're brown, and that's what we're going to save. And then off of this plant right here, I think I'm going to be able to harvest, I would say 200, maybe 300 seeds. So there's a lot of seeds on here. There's more than it actually looks like, but there is. Okay, now, right here, what I have is I have a bell pepper seed packet. I know that's bell peppers, and I'm going to write on there bell pepper, but those are all my bell pepper seeds that I've been saving. And then over here, I've got more. Those are green peppers. And then over here, this thing is so cool. These were the seeds out of the most delicious papaya that I've ever eaten. And I loved it so much that I decided to save the seeds. So, yay for me. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save those seeds as well and package them up. This is one of my bean pods off of my pole beans. And I let them dry. And then I'm just going to take the pole bean seeds out of there. And then I'm going to use that to replant. So that's pretty cool. And then right here, this is some more bell peppers that I've been saving. And all those seeds, when I'm cooking, we literally cut them out of the pepper and set them on a napkin and let them dry. And then I just harvest the seeds up there. I never have to buy seeds again. It's so cool. All right, and then this one, this is an eggplant that I absolutely loved. And I decided, hey, why not take a slice and then collect all the seeds out of it? So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I have going on right there. And then over here, down there, those little yellow stains, those are actually yellow pear tomatoes. And they're absolutely delicious, and I grow them in my garden. So I actually saved some of the seeds from when I was cooking the other night. And then these are also poblano seeds for poblano peppers. They're very expensive if you buy them in the store. They're usually $2.49 a pound, which is a lot for pepper. And instead of having to go buy seeds again, I just harvested them out of the peppers that I grew, and then I never have to buy seeds again, so yay. And then here are some cucumbers. So they're seeds right here. I did pickling of cucumbers yesterday with my fresh dill, and it was an amazing project. It was really fun to do, and I harvested some of those cucumber seeds out of that. So, okay, once again. All right, now here I've got my Sharpie, and I've got my trusty phone there too. And then I've also got some envelopes here. You can do this 2 ways. You can write on your envelopes what you have seed-wise, or you can use sandwich bags. So whichever you prefer. The thing about it is, if you put them in the paper in the paper envelopes and you label them, that's fine, but you can't actually see the seeds. Whereas if you put them in a clear plastic bag, you know, like this kind right here, you're going to know. So you'll be able to see the seeds, and you may be able to identify them from that. And then right here, aha, that is starfruit seeds. I actually bought a star fruit and I thought, well, why not try growing one? So I dried the seeds and I'm going to try growing those too. So yay for me. And I'll keep those seeds in storage as well. So let's get to it. All right, I'm going to pluck off all of my cilantro seeds. Going to be fun. Okay, back at it. All right, here we go. I'm using a plastic bag right here. And I'm going to write on there cilantro. That way I know what I've got. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to take this this seed pouch. I'm going to fold the lid over like that. You see that? Okay. And then I'm just going to pluck off my cilantro seeds. This is honestly as fun as watching paint dry. But you're going to save a ton of money. You never have to buy seeds again, so yay! I've been doing this for like 3 years now, so it's worked out pretty well for me. It actually doesn't take that long to do seeding. And I mean, you know what's already grown because you've grown it, so you'll know what you're eating. And that's the most important thing. You want to know where your food comes from and what you're eating. And if you grow it yourself, you're going to know because it's grown in your garden, which is why gardening and growing your own food is so important, because you want to know where your food comes from. And if you can do it in your own garden, excellent. Or you can go to Whole Foods and buy stuff there, but honestly, you're better off doing it yourself. And that's exactly what I do. I do occasionally go to Whole Foods or Sprouts and sometimes Publix, but I prefer to eat fresh out of my garden if I can. And I have some cilantro growing down there in my garden. I showed that on my first video that I did. Almost every single one of it, almost every single one came up that I planted, so yay for me. Yay! All right, I've got seeds falling everywhere, so yippee. I'm not going to worry if I got too many of the stems or little stem pieces in here because it won't matter. It's just organic matter anyway. All right. I think you guys have the gist of it. Just pop the seeds off, put them in there. Got a lot of seeds here. You can do this with almost every single herb out there. You can do it to basil, you can do it to thyme, you can let everything go to seed, and once it seeds and flowers and goes to seed, then you can just harvest the seeds. So it's a great way to grow basil, thyme, rosemary, all of it. It's really great. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of seeds off of here, which is really cool. The first year I grew cilantro, it was so funny. We actually tried it in a baby pool. So a dog baby pool, like a doggy baby pool. It was so cool. And we actually got an entire baby pool full of cilantro. I don't know why it grew so good in there, but it was crazy and it looked ugly as anything, but whatever. We got a lot of cilantro out of it. So, and that's what I did. I just took all the seeds off one of my plants and I went and planted it in there. And lo and behold, we ended up with a whole container full of them. Honestly, we had so much cilantro, I didn't even know what to do with it. We were giving it away, and then we ended up just using it. And you can freeze it and use it again. So it's actually really good. Okay, so I think we've got the idea how we can save money on seeds and just use our own products for that, our own produce. Okay. Now, all right, that's pretty good right there. Got it marked, cilantro, yay for me. All right, so I'm gonna take this right here. These are my papaya seeds. Honestly, this was the most delicious papaya I ever ate. It had a really deep, reddy orange texture to it, and it was just the most amazing papaya. I bought it at Whole Foods, by the way. So yay! Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna save the seeds, so good for me. Once again, I'm gonna use a plastic bag for this, for the papaya seeds, because I want to know what they look like. I'm gonna label it the most amazing papaya I've ever eaten. Big yay on there. Yay! So I'll put the seeds in here. Actually, I'll just take this. I like using paper plates, by the way, just because they're really easy to work with and they're easy to dry stuff on. So if you're cooking and you really like the flavor of whatever vegetable or fruit that you're eating, go ahead and like put it on a paper plate, put a napkin on it to absorb the moisture, and then let it dry for a couple days. And you can do it on your patio or whatever. That's right in mine. So yay, papaya yay, yum. There we have those seeds. All right, and then I'm going to take these right here. Okay, these are all bell peppers that we just chopped out the centers of, so while we were cooking, so I love that. And then I'm going to actually put them in here where you already have bell pepper seeds. So literally, just peel them like this. There you go. I mean, there's so many seeds on here, it's ridiculous. And peppers are so easy to grow in Florida. I mean, we have this amazing collection of peppers, and I just get all this, I just use all the seeds from the peppers that we have. So I just keep regrowing and regrowing, and it's really wonderful. Obviously, I'm not going to get every single seed off of here, but it's certainly enough seeds to give us a lot of peppers. And then also, once you get into doing seeding and saving seeds, what you're going to find out, especially if you get involved with permaculture, is that a lot of permaculture practitioners will trade you for seeds, they'll trade you for clippings, they'll trade you for like everything. Like, permaculture is so cool. And I just love it. And I love the fact that everybody wants to trade. Nobody wants to buy anything from anybody. They want to just trade. So that's even better. That's what I love that. I love the whole bartering system. My husband and I owned a business for 20 years, AdWorks, which is, where is it? Yeah, AdWorks right there. That was our company. We owned that for 20 years. I have a background in I'm an expert in marketing, and my husband also is a graphic artist and a designer, and we had that business for quite some time. 20 years is a long run. And anyway, so I'm still using some of my products from back then, but but yeah, permaculture is so cool. It's such a really cool thing, and we used to like to barter signs and stuff with people and artwork, which is really a good way to get goods and services. And yeah, it's really cool. And bartering with permaculture people, excellent. And they also know how to share information too. Once you get involved with permaculture, you're going to find out that a lot of permaculture practitioners, they will do whatever they can to give you knowledge, to share with you. There's a lot of great books out there on how to get started in permaculture. A lot of great books, Facebook groups, permaculture, Florida permaculture. I'm in both. I'm in a bunch of different permaculture groups, but I really love it, and it's a great way to trade information and growing tips, and it's just really a wonderful holistic practice to be involved with. Especially because I have bees, I'm very picky with what I grow, and boy, I tell you, permaculture is really the way forward for agriculture. It's actually permanent agriculture, permaculture. So, wonderful, wonderful thing to be involved with. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with these seeds. All right. So I'll just set them aside over here, along with my cilantro seeds. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on this. All right, and then over here, I'm going to use one of these paper envelopes for the poblanos. I'm also going to put the date on it, 2025. So, poblano peppers, 5/20/20. I don't really care about, I really don't care about looking at the seeds for peppers. So I'm just going to put them in here. Most pepper seeds look pretty much the same. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm going to take my little husks here. Yeah, this is, if you think food goes bad, well, when food goes bad in the fridge, what you do is you just literally just let it dry and then take the seeds out. If you like growing and you want to not spend money on seeds and you want to know where your food comes from, this is the best way to do it. I'm literally peeling apart these husks and I'm taking the seeds out of them. And these are really wonderful pole bean seeds. They're Bush Lake pole beans and they're really great to eat. And they grow extremely well in the Florida heat, which is why I'm growing them. They're excellent to eat. We've had, oh my gosh, we've harvested so many of these things. We probably got at least 2 weeks worth of dinners out of it. So it was really a great crop to grow. All right, that's pretty much concludes my seeding there. And then all I do is I take these, there's really nothing in here. This one is toast. So, okay. So I'm going to gather up all these seeds. And I'm going to take these, and I think I will put these into a seed packet like this. Bush Lake pole beans, 5-20-20. Bush Lake pole beans, 5-20-20. Excellent. And then I'll just pick all these up. And I'll drop them into that envelope. It's really a personal preference on which way you want to go. If you're trying to save the environment, honestly, you're not really saving a lot because you're cutting down a tree to do this. So it is what it is. The plastic you can see through, so that's the benefit to that. This one is using the paper envelopes are good because you can see the writing on them a lot better than you can on, let's say, where I tried to write cilantro on here. Not so great, but whatever. Okay, I think that'll do it for now. That's how you save money on seeds, and that's how you plant a garden, and that's how you know you're growing stuff fresh in your garden, and you know where it came from. I love it. All right, I'm over and out. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.